Oh, there you go. All right. So he costs 1.6 million to max out. He is hybrid on placement. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on so we could see his VFX if they have changed. Oh, hold on. Forgot to put these guys on none. Alright. So Sundru just teleports to them and hits them. It's just one hit. And then you have to go to upgrade 6, where he gets a bigger AoE. And he gets a new ability called Shadow Index, which upon activation gain access to the Shadow Index. Each shadow drains mana individually. Once mana reaches 0, all shadows disappear and this ability enters a 60-second cooldown. Mana drain per attack: Shadow Commander 2 mana, Shadow Tinker 2 mana, Flame Mage 3 mana, Ant King 5 mana, and Shadow General 6 mana. So this is how system works. It looks really cool, honestly. You have 25 available ability points, so like I'm gonna put it like into strength, and then if I put into SPA, he loses like 5% SPA. And I guess you could rebirth him. Resets all buffs from stat points, increases max stat point cap by 20, perfectly buffs all shadows damage by 10%, and double current MP. So we're gonna rebirth. And as you can see, we level up with the more he kills. And we can put that into strength. Very cool character so far. And now on upgrade 12, he gets a new VFX. Another one where he just goes to them and then slashes them. And then maxed out, he gets a new ability, Cup of Rebirth, which I'm guessing we get another way. These are his new passives. This unit can gain stat points to enhance his base stats. Stat points can be gained by waves passed, 2 per wave, and 1 per 10 takedowns. And then this is the stat caps. Then there is, once the stat point cap is reached in the leveling passive, this unit gains ability Rebirth. Increase the stat points gained by... my bad, did not mean to do that. Stat points gained by takedowns by 1. Upon first Rebirth, unlocks passive Shadow Extraction. Upgrade Rebirth 2, you gain Rulers of 30. And then third Rebirth unlocks passive Monarch Sphere and unlocks ability Cup of Rebirth. And then Sjw starts with 100 mana, which once it reaches 0, he gains mana per hit. And then Bloodlust, every 50 seconds apply Better Fear, and enemies take 25% more damage from Sjw in his shadows for 20 seconds. And after 3 applications to the same enemy, inflict Mutilate, which with each passive proc. And then the last one is Shadow Extraction. Whenever this unit gets a takedown, attempt to arise the enemy. Arise attempts can result in one of the following: summon enemy with 150% of their max HP, or summon them with 75% of their max HP. And summon the enemy using current damage stat, fail to and then fail to summon. If this fails 3 times in a row, the next is guaranteed 75% max HP. So there is his summons right here. As you can see, they have 14,000. And these guys have, I think it said 26,000. So the guys coming in should have a lot more. Yeah, definitely a lot more. And then, so now he is level 50, so we can max out his stats, or we can rebirth for the new ability. But let's go to max him out and see what he looks like right now. So like, there you go. And then he gets a lot from this. These are his maxed out stats. Every 3 seconds, he does 800 million with 94 range. I forgot to put skill tree on. I forgot they reset it, but just go ahead and rebirth. And then Shadow Index. Oh, this is cool. Flame Mage, Shadow Tinker, Shadow Commander, Ant King, and Shadow General. So we could like send in this guy, and then he's behind him. Full AoE doing 300 million. Hybrid. This is crazy. Hold on. And then Shadow Index, Shadow Commander, also full AoE, doing bleed. That's 200 million. And then let's see, Flame Mage right here, 72 million. So like 160 million right there. Ant King and Shadow General. Shadow General does 76 million, and this guy does 130 million. Yeah, so that's in total a lot of damage. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. And then, yep, they disappeared once I reached 0 mana, but now I'm gaining, it looks like 10 per swing. And then yet again, you could just fill it up. But I'm going to go ahead and rebirth. And that should be the last rebirth. And right there, as you can see, Cup of Rebirth. Instantly kill all enemies on the map. Time stop all enemies for 60 seconds. And destroy this unit. Set cash to 0. Oh my gosh. Instantly kill all enemies and time stop for 60 seconds. This is probably the most OP ability in the game. So I'm guessing there's like no limit to this. That's actually crazy. But this is definitely an infinite ability though, because it takes a while to get to it. But that is still insane. Let's see if there's like an animation for it. There is not an animation, but he did disappear like they said it would, and I went to $0 like they also said it would. I think. His summons aren't doing damage. Or no, they're just all stacked to each other. My bad. Okay, well that is the Sjw Showcase. Very OP character. Definitely gonna be meta for infinite. Definitely really good.